afternoon. My name is Mary Cookson, and I am the victim advocate with DVAC, which is the Domestic Violence Agency of Central Kansas. And I am here just to read the proclamation. Whereas domestic violence is a widespread, preventable public health problem impacting all demographics of Kansans, and whereas relationships are often counted as life's greatest treasures, and tragically many are tarnished by one person's feelings of entitlement to power and control over the other, resulting in violence and fear. And whereas domestic violence abusers violate an individual's privacy, dignity, security, and humanity with their intentional, systematic use of financial, psychological, sexual, and physical coercive control and abuse. And whereas the U.S. Department of Justice reports domestic violence homicides comprise 14% of all homicides in the U.S., and that women are more than twice as likely as men to be killed by an intimate partner, the Kansas Bureau of Investigation reports 35 domestic violence homicides were 21.5% of all homicides in Kansas in 2021. And whereas in Kansas in 2022, a domestic violence abuser murdered another person every 10 days, 10 hours, 17 minutes, and 11 seconds. A domestic violence abuser committed a violent act reported to law enforcement every 23 minutes, 39 seconds. And law enforcement made an arrest due to domestic violence every 46 minutes and 43 seconds. And whereas DVAC served 831 victims within our 10 counties, 486 of which were from Saline County only. And yet these numbers do not accurately reflect the total number of domestic violence victims, as many were continuing to struggle against isolation and other impacts of COVID-19. And whereas we have a responsibility to recognize this violence is inconsistent with our city's values and cannot be ignored, excused, or tolerated. And whereas this month of October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, we encourage all citizens to know the facts about domestic violence, to familiarize themselves with resources, to recognize suitable signs of control tactics, to act as safe support systems, to speak up against perpetrators of violence and any messages that inadvertently condone domestic violence, to get involved, to teach others, and prepare future generations for healthy relationships, and to donate time or resources to their local domestic violence agency. Now, therefore, we, the Domestic Violence Agency of Central Kansas, do claim October 2024 as Domestic Violence Awareness Month.